Well, now to the Mideast, where remarkable protests have broken out in Gaza. Residents of the territory are demanding Hamas get out. Also Tuesday, President Trump's nominee for ambassador to Israel began his Senate confirmation hearing. Mike Huckabee fielded questions on Hamas, Iran, and the future of the Abraham Accords. Julie Stahl tells us more.
As Israel continues to expand the battle in Gaza, a rare occurrence took place with video showing hundreds of Palestinians marching and openly rejecting Hamas rule. Out, 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 Hamas out, a group of young men chanted, flying a white flag. They also demanded an end to the war. One speaker claimed they are a people of peace and want to live in peace. While the numbers were small, the protests spread to different areas of Gaza, including Khan Yunis. In Washington, President Trump's pick for ambassador to Israel testified that the atrocities on October 7th require Hamas's removal.
This was not simply a cold-blooded murder in which people came across the borders and shot innocent people. They massacred them. Hamas is not a government. It's not a standing army. It is a terrorist organization, and they acted like it, and they must be treated as such.
Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas, says America and Israel share a spiritual link.
We ultimately are people of the book. We believe the Bible. And therefore, that connection is not geopolitical. It is also spiritual.
Huckabee, who is also a Baptist minister, has visited Israel about 100 times. He suggested it's not realistic that Israel is the only place there could be a Palestinian state.
Israel is a tiny little strip of land. You know that. We all do. It's a size of New Jersey, but Muslim countries control 644 times the amount of land that Israel has. The Palestinians were given the opportunity in the year 2000 when Ehud Barak from Israel put everything on the table, virtually said 100%, here it is, you get it all, and the Palestinian Liberation Organization walked away from it.
On the issue of Iran, Huckabee insists America must face the fact that the regime in Tehran is as much a danger to the U.S. as it is to Israel.
Israel is the appetizer, and we're the entree. They've said that their ultimate goal is to first take care of the little Satan, they identify as Israel, and then come after the great Satan. Senator, that's us. And whatever is happening to Israel, it is the canary in the coal mine.
If confirmed, he vows to work with President Trump in carrying out his policies to secure peace in the Middle East and expand the Abraham Accords. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Governor Huckabee showing his knowledge of the region. Gordon, back to you.
Yes, and his deep knowledge of the history of the conflict and the fact that the PLO walked away from a two-state solution and everything that they supposedly wanted was being granted. But Yasser Arafat knew, and he knew because he was part of the group that created the whole jihad against Israel. He knew that if he ever came to peace with Israel, he would be assassinated. Anwar Sadat came to peace as president of Egypt. He came to peace with Israel. He spoke in the Knesset. He signed the Camp David Accords. Israel gave up a huge amount of land in order to achieve that peace. And then the Muslim Brotherhood assassinated him. The king of Jordan, back in 1948, he came to peace with the modern state of Israel. He recognized Israel. He was assassinated very publicly on the Temple Mount by these radicals who can never come to peace with Israel, never accept Israel's right to exist. This is the ideology we have to stand for. I'm hearing from sources that Huckabee's nomination might be in danger and might not go through with all of the votes. People are trying to claim he's some kind of an extremist. He's not an extremist at all. It's been long-standing U.S. policy to support the nation of Israel and against these enemies that want to wipe Israel off the map. If you, like me, want Huckabee, Governor Huckabee, to be the next ambassador, U.S. ambassador to Israel, please let your senators know. The confirmation vote is going to be upcoming, and there's a number on the screen where you can call the Capitol switchboard. Let your voice be heard. We can't have this kind of bias. In my view, it's anti-Christian bias when an evangelical Christian who's also a supporter of Israel becomes the ambassador to Israel, that's a wonderful thing that we should all celebrate. But there are forces at Capitol Hill that don't want to see that. So let your voice be heard. It's wonderful that we live in this constitutional republic where we get to have a vote and we get to have our voices heard. So let your voice be heard and support Governor Huckabee.
Are miracles real? Let's investigate.
A lot of skeptics will say, well, miracles are impossible. Why? Because they violate the laws of nature. You can't violate the laws of nature.
I looked at my hand that was clutched. I said, hand move.
We got the 21-25.
He's dead. It's over. I said, shock him one more time.